We're live. Still don't have a great handle on where I am in the movements here, but we're live, baby. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Danny, let's go, baby. What's going on, dude? You back? Are you back in Texas or what? What if I turn this light on? Does that make it look any better? Nope. Ugh. Ah, there we go. Danny, we're moving on the podcast, baby. We got the logistics all set up. I got some interviews lined up. We're good to go, baby. We're good to go. We're going to go live by the end of the week. I did the desert course today, by the way. We're riding through the desert today. So how was it? Can't wait to hear about it at bowling when I'm a 34-year-old. Oh yeah, dinner tomorrow. Forgot. I got too many appointments, you know? I got dinner tonight, I got dinner tomorrow, I got bowling Thursday. So I'm using, hold on. It's, it is on the Anchor app. It's the one used by Spotify, or backed by Spotify. Birthday plans. We're going to, 8/11, right? 8/11 tomorrow. And, probably, just a couple cocktails and dreams. Now that I'm an old man, I don't know if I can handle it anymore. You know? It's upsetting. But 8/11, and then that's assuming the world in Texas doesn't end by tomorrow. I bet it was nice getting out of here for a bit, huh? Carolina's awesome. The first, 5 minutes of this is always the hardest because my legs just don't feel like they're working. Nice 5-minute ramp up here. Hey, Danny, can you hear the music? Bark twice if you're in Milwaukee. So what do we got? So I don't even look. I was saying this yesterday. I don't even look at the workout. I just know I got to do it, so I just get on and do it. So I have no idea what's in store for today. That's the best way to do it, I think. Can't psych yourself out that way. Because if it's something super hard, you're like, shit, I don't know. Do I really want to do this? Can I do this? But if it's easy, then you're like, oh, this is it, nice. So I don't think it's anything crazy hard today as I kind of look at this. Which is nice. Because I got a pretty hard run after this, so that'll be tough. I love how I hop on and Danny's just always checking in. It's nice. It's like a security blanket. Like, all right, I know my horse around. That's good. So Danny, if you're still here, see this hoop I'm coming up on? So that means I'm done with the first part of my workout. And if you look on the left, see how I just went down one? So I have a minute at 165. And that means that's watts. So I try to keep it, so if the number that's moving around in the middle there is black, that's a good thing. That means that I'm within a certain deviation or percentage of where I'm supposed to be. See, basically, it's just like a follow along, you know? And for me, like I said, it really is like a blind follow along because I don't know what I'm doing. I can't read the numbers on the left, they're too small, and I'm old. Big day tomorrow, man. 34 years old. Can you believe it? I sure as hell can't. Dinosaur. But I like to think of myself like a fine wine. Just getting better with age. That's all. That's all. And as usual, we took our pump fuel, our pre-workout. So we're all jacked up this morning. We're feeling good. We're ready to ride, baby. Oh, look, there's my twin. He's got stupid socks on though. Your socks suck, buddy. I forgot. You know, today I have a whole laundry list of things I got to do before I turn this thing on. And you know, I did A through L today. I forgot M, which is open the window. Damn it. Oh, 210, all right. Yeah, I forgot to open the window, so that's why the lighting looks a little off. And the way my setup is, the window's on the other side of this whole get up, and I got to stand on a chair, and it's a whole thing. So that's why I can't do it right now. So I'm like Batman today. I'm just going to be in the darkness, in the shadows, ready to strike at any moment. I'm Batman. So it's just a lot of this kind of speed today. 210-ish watts, 30-second bursts, I think, if I'm reading that correctly. So nothing crazy, nothing nutso. The hardest part for me today is going to be after this. I got an hour run, and that's at like between a 6:20 and a 6:30 pace for 50 minutes, 5-0. So that's going to be, a grind. But then after that, I'm coming back. We're going to be working on the old podcast. So, hope you're excited for that, because I am. I'm sure I'm more excited than you are, because you may not even know what I'm talking about. I thought my dog was right here. He's not. Yeah, we already lined up. I already lined up 4 guests. So, I'm just going to talk about the podcast here, since I'm talking to myself. So my new podcast is going to be about amateur athletics and what different options you may have as someone who's competed in sports at a high level in the past and wants to continue to compete, maybe past high school or college. So the guests that I have lined up so far, I don't have dates yet, but I have someone who's actually competed in the Olympics, swimming, but he is he still continues to compete, but it was called Masters Swimming. So we're going to interview him. I have a guy who is a national champion stair runner. Believe it or not, that's a thing. So, and this guy's gotten paid to do it. Not his full-time job, but gets to travel the country and race people upstairs. And it's like a marathon. You know, there's people who make money running marathons, but anyone can do the stair running. They have races all over the country. So that's another guy. I then have a runner who is a former football player, kind of a similar story to me, except this guy's more jacked and more successful. He is a crazy good runner. He's qualified for a couple Boston marathons. He runs like a 2:40 marathon. But if you were to see a picture of him, you'd be like, there's no way that guy's a runner. So him. And then, how many is that? So the swimmer, yeah, that's 3. And then the fourth guy they have on is a guy, the bowler, who goes to tournaments, does all kinds of cool stuff, he coaches, but he bowls in leagues, and he has 21 300s to his name, which, if you don't know anything about bowling, that's a perfect score. That's 12 strikes in a row. So, we got some cool guests coming up, and then we're going to, obviously expand on that, have all different kinds of people. I have some ideas for people that I want to have on. I just haven't reached out to them yet, but it'll be cool. I worked really hard on the name of the podcast, too. It's going to be called the Go for the Goldie podcast. So I know I really was up day and night, tirelessly looking for a name for that. So that's what we landed on. Just kidding. I added the and podcast at the beginning and end of the name. But hey, stay on brand, right? No confusion as to whose podcast it is, right? So yesterday, it's on Anchor, and you might be able to follow it already. I registered and everything, and the logo's up there. I still have to do a couple finishing touches today. So that's what's on deck for today. Big day. Get it in right at the finish line of my 33rd year on Earth. There we go. Settle into that 210. Here we go. 30 seconds. It's nothing. Danny. That's okay, man. Stream looking good. Kofed, how are you? Yeah, new computer. So I hope it looks good. I added a couple little touches too. I did the subscription thing at the bottom, and I added a little ring around my window there. So yeah, here you go. So Danny, we're going to dinner with a couple from bowling. Tori and I think his name's Tony. I don't know. But yeah, we're doing that tonight. But Danny, so I don't think the beard. No one wants to see this ugly mug up close and personal, you know? People are here to see the bumblebee flying around the desert. But yeah, so today's the last day of me being 33 years old. So it's a big day, man. Tears coming up. Man, the internet's a cruel place, man. you know? Don't read the comments. Just kidding. Oh, actually, no, I'm not kidding. Don't read the comments. Oh, yeah, Danny. We got a killer lineup coming up. If beards are involved, the answer is always more. That's a good point. Haters gonna hate, man. Haters gonna hate. So I don't think anyone was around. So I started a podcast. It's official yesterday. And the idea of this podcast is I'm gonna interview amateur athletes from around the country who compete at really high levels as amateurs. And the idea is to expose people to different opportunities for competition that they may not have known existed previously. So I have one guy who actually competed in the Olympics. Thank you. It's all set up and ready to go. I'm lining up guests now. So I have a guy who competed in the Olympics as a swimmer, and he now competes in the Masters division and continues to do, like different competitions and swim meets. I have another guy who's an elite stair runner, and it's kind of like a marathon or 5K where you have, just races all over the country. You sign up, you do them, and he's at the top of the charts in that sport. I have a bowler who's bowled 21 300 games, so that's a perfect game. He's done that 21 times, and he competes in tournaments and stuff. But again, amateur level. And then I have another guy who's a runner, former football player, never really got into running until after college. And this guy's qualified for a bunch of Boston marathons and stuff. So those are the four that I have on deck. And I have a whole list of people that I still have to reach out to. But yeah, we're live. It's registered. It's on Anchor. It's the Spotify one. And if you look up Brian Goldsmith, it should be there. So I think it's anchor.fm, I think. Let's see. Yeah, if you go to anchor.fm anchor.fm / go for the Goldie, you could register for it there. And today I'm just putting the final touches on, and I'm hoping by the end of the week to get some interviews in. So it'll be cool. And I want it to be real loose. I want it to be something where people are just candidly talking, That's why I want to know as little as I can about them before I have them on. And, so it's a candid conversation. Don't know how long it'll be. Yes, that's exactly right. And that's a great idea. And with Pookie Butt, I'm sure you know him. He deals with a joint issue, a joint disease that he has. And I'm going to have him on too. I completely forgot. Yeah, that's exactly the idea behind it too. Is athletes who have issues or are dealing with certain stuff, maybe hesitant to get in, competitive sports, or they don't even know their options. So, yeah, that's exactly right. So Pookie Butt's another one. It's going to be on there too. I don't even know his real name. I just know him by Pookie Butt. But yeah, so that's the whole concept, and that's cool. I'm happy that you think it's cool. You can tell me if it's stupid. You won't hurt my feelings. Like I said, don't read the comments. I'm excited about it. It's been a lot of work, but hopefully we can inspire a couple people. That's what it's all about, Kind of. There's there's a guy watching right now who is I've been thinking about doing it for a while, and this guy who's watching, see, Danny, this is the guy who I'm talking about right now. Thank you, Danny. You're my first follower. I just made it yesterday. Made it yesterday at the pool, actually. Yeah, that's right. I'm just being stupid. But Danny, you were like a major part of the inspiration for it. I've been thinking about it for a while, and then this guy who said just found on Anchor. I'm gonna blow up his spot real quick. The guy got drafted by the Arizona Diamondbacks and played minor league baseball all over the country. And this guy, top batting average in the country in college, just a beast. Well, getting to Major League Baseball is kind of hard. So, grinded minor leagues for a while, and then it's like, I'm never going to majors. It's kind of out of the question at this point. So, headed on to the professional world, and just met this guy about a month ago. And, my bowling partner, there's 3 of us on the team. One of them dropped out and quit bowling. So the timing was just right. I was like, Danny, you should join this bowling league with me. We need a 3rd partner. And he's like, dude, I suck at bowling. I'm like, okay, A, you're an athlete. You can figure it out. B, it's a fun sport. So first night he comes, and I'm teaching him. Use the arrows. I'm teaching him how to spot bowl. What your release points, all that stuff. And he beat me. But afterwards, he's like, dude, I love competing and stuff. I had no idea that bowling was, could be like this. And I'm in. So he's on our team now. And that was kind of the final straw for me. I'm like, see, when someone has like a really good idea and you kind of defer to the idea that someone else, someone else always had that idea as well, right? Well, for me, it's kind of the same concept with, I know when I was done playing football, I was like, this can't be the end of me competing. I have it in me. I have to compete at something. And, I told the story before, but my work had a 5K challenge kind of thing. I did it, and then from there, I started to kind of go down the rabbit hole, and I'm like, well, a triathlon, that's kind of cool because you can swim and bike, and you can always get better. And then I found out there's a national championships and Team USA, and I'm like, all right, I'm in, I'm hooked. So with me, I'm like, I can't be the only person out there like this. So kind of thinking about it, letting it sizzle and simmer for a while, and then finally meeting someone like Danny, who's played much higher level sports than I, and got into bowling. I'm like, all right, there's definitely an audience for this. So that's where we're at in the whole thought process there. So I'm excited to get it popping. Got four guests lined up. We're just figuring out the logistics of the days, and then we're good. Pretty excited. You know how when you look at a ride and you're like, it's going to be easy today, and then it's not, for some reason your legs just don't work? Today, I'm feeling I did legs pretty hard yesterday, so I think that's where some of the fatigues come into play, you know? But 210's not bad. Only in 30-second intervals, too. Yeah, Danny, thanks, man. I'm going to do, the first one I'm going to do is just kind of like an intro kind of thing. Oh, yeah, Danny, you kidding me? Oh, there's a dinosaur. Look at that. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, the first one I'm going to do is going to be kind of like an intro. I have to shorten up the pitch, and that's kind of what I'm going to be doing today. Like a 2 to 3 minute, you know, if you're new to this, go check out that first intro, and this is what it's all about, kind of thing. So we got, I think it's an hour and 11 minutes today. So it's not bad. Not bad at all. I had to move my setup around too. I got my fan directly behind me, which feels kind of weird. It's like it's pushing me along, but it's not, you know. Do it up, man. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. So, if you look at the orange bar at the top, that's your progress as far as like points along. So there's some people who are like 50, 60, just insane. And on the left is my workout. So you see I'm on 1 of 3 of the spin-ups. There's a lot of X factors for that. Like, what I would do if I were you, if you're just going to use it for Zwift, then you're not going to like, not just Zwift, but you know what I mean. You can go get sized, because the size of the frame is what's most important when you buy a bike. So, you know me, I'm a little guy, so I'm a 52, but you're probably like a 56 would be my guess. But anyways, you go get sized, so then you can go online and buy a used bike from someone. I mean, this bike right here is the one that my dad bought me 4 years ago. So, I mean, they last a while. So if you get someone who's wanting to sell it, like a car, you know, they depreciate in value if you want to resell them. So you can get one for a great price. And then you can get different power meters. Mine was pretty expensive because it's a gear. It's an actual like part of the bike. But you can get pedal power meters for not as expensive. They actually just go on the pedal itself. Yeah, K-Fed, the guy's, he's a beast. He'll definitely like it, for sure. He's an athlete. K-Fed, you got any rides today? I'm going to be looking to, I'm going to be working a little bit later once, I'm working on the podcast and stuff. Here we go, another 210 for 30 seconds. This isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. If you want to laugh, go get my ride from Saturday, and I almost died. Oh, nice. Yeah, you did the Tour Stage 6 ride. That's sick. How long did that take you? See, on my end, I keep forgetting that you have to sign up for that. And I'm regimented in terms of like what time of day I can get on the bike and do stuff. So it never even crosses my mind to sign up for an event, you know? Oh, you don't have a fan? Oh my God. How the hell do you do that? Oh, that's insane. I have 2 fans. I have the one behind me, and then I got one spinning around up there. Good God. You're a beast. You gotta go get yourself a fan. Or at least a friend to just stand there and go. Yeah, how the hell do you do that? That's impressive. Well, tell you what, you'd race well in Texas. You're used to the heat. Okay, so explain to me Oahu headwind is. Because I was at a trainer. Oh, no, wait. I don't know. You tell me. Because I'm looking to get, it might be in the cards very soon for me to get a Wahoo kicker. I've been kicking around the idea of getting one for a while. That was bad. Sorry. Yeah, I've been looking at those for a while. I have a dumb trainer, as we talked about before. Usually it sounds like there's a horde of mice in my room. But today, or recently, thanks to my buddy Ray Bailey, shout out to Ray Bailey, he told me to put rubbing alcohol on my wheel, and it's not as squeaky. So that's awesome. Oh, that's cool. So, K-Fed, I gotta figure out, believe it or not, I never look at my heart rate. So that's another thing I should probably get. Because I just do the workouts and then get off and go about my day. So I gotta get better at that for sure. What kind of heart rate do you use? Is it like the Garmin strap that goes on your chest? We're already, what, we're halfway done? Oh no, 35 will be halfway done. This goes by faster talking because it was great. Oh, Wahoo again, I like it. That's kind of like a Switch, right? Swifting on Twitch. You're a Switch? Wahoo again, that's what you are. Hey! What's going on? How's it going? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So I think this is the last time you were on here, Team ODZ. I got a new laptop, so I hope it looks better. Jason, hi Jason. I know you guys are like a team, so I didn't want to go busting rank on you, you know? So maybe it wasn't even you that was here last time. So disregard my prior statement. Disclaimer. Hey, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to add a thing a day. Extensions and all that kind of stuff. I got to get better at learning how to, like the chat and all that stuff. When I go, you know who's a great case study on that is Bike Beast. I'm sure you follow him. He's like a pillar of the community. Yeah, I have no idea, Jason. So a little bit of a backgrounder. I am useless when it comes to technology. At Nutty, that's a great handle. I'll definitely check that person out. I can't believe they got Nutty wasn't taken. That's great. My backyard, or my neighbors growing up behind me, their name was the Nutties. Maybe it's the same person. Highly doubt it. But yeah, I'm useless when it comes to technology. So I used to. Oh hey, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome up. I'm from Buffalo, so go Bills, baby. So when you say 1080, I know all that kind of stuff, but like I know what that means, but I don't know what this is. I think it is. I went to Best Buy, and I was looking at their gaming computers, and I told the guy exactly what I was, using this for. And it's funny when you go to a place, like this kid was an actual gamer, so he's like, so what are you gonna be using it for? And I was like, well, I ride my bike indoors on this app called Zwift, but it's on Twitch, so I became a Twitch affiliate, doing that. And he's like, what? How about the Blue Jays potentially playing? Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen, Annie. They're bitching about the stadium being a minor league ballpark, because it's a AAA stadium, and they're bitching about the lights. So it's looking like it's probably going to be Pittsburgh, which really sucks because that would have been the Buffalo Blue Jays. I mean, that just rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? And for their minor league team already. So either way, it was announced that if the Blue Jays don't play in Buffalo, then they'll at least have their taxi squad in Buffalo practicing there. Then they got to make call-ups or something. And I know it sucks because when that news first broke on Saturday, we were so excited. So that would have been really good. Fun fact. So the Buffalo Bisons, that's our AAA baseball team. They've been around since the 1800s. And around the turn of the century, we were supposed to get a Major League Baseball team. And instead of giving it to Buffalo, the commissioner made a backdoor deal and gave it to Boston, who became the Boston Red Sox. So we got screwed there. And then in the 90s, we built this brand new stadium downtown, the one that they're in right now, and sold out every game for 3 years. We made every effort to try to get a Major League Baseball team in Buffalo. And the commissioner looked at that, and Buffalo in the 90s was pretty depressed. And he said, you know what? It's not sustainable. We're going to put a team in Colorado and Miami. Tell me how the baseball team in Miami's going. They're a real cash cow. They have like 12 people a game that go to those games. So, yeah, but there's your little history on Buffalo baseball. I know that's what you're here for. But we're still hanging on by a thread, hoping that the Blue Jays do play in Buffalo, because that would be really cool. You know what's funny, too, would be the ultimate irony. It didn't happen, but if the Sabres had made the playoffs this year, all the Eastern Conference teams are playing in Toronto. So that would mean the Buffalo Sabres would be playing in Toronto, and the Toronto Blue Jays would be playing in Buffalo. It'd be pretty funny. It's a lot closer. It's like an hour away. I used to, we used to go to Toronto all the time, and then the Buffalo Bills actually played in Toronto for like 4 or 5 years. You know, they play a home game a year up there. So, and it sucked because I had season tickets. They didn't change the price of the season tickets, but took a home game away from us, and we didn't get priority of the games up in Toronto. What the hell? That sucks. But, you know, I'm not the one pulling the strings. So. I think this is my first time doing this desert road here. And if you're new, you know, welcome. Like I said, thanks for the follow. I don't know how to say your name. What is that? Doom Nukem? Kind of like Doom Nukem? It's kind of cool. I like that. Welcome, welcome. Tempest Fugit? I don't get it. What's that mean? Tempest Fugit. I don't know what that means. It sounds like a battle cry. Like you're about to go to war. Or it sounds like a mushroom. Oh, that's the Corsa. I told you, I'm an idiot, man. I'm an idiot, Jason. That's funny. Nice. And I, egg on my face. How about that, huh? When time does fly. When I pick the courses, I just am like, I haven't done this one yet. And I just do it. So let me ask you this, because I was under, for you professional Zwifters out there, and anyone who knows more than me, I consider professional because I don't know anything. I thought it changes your functional training threshold as you went. Um, so it says my functioning pro cat D, baby. Well, if you're cat D, I'm cat Z, double Z, or Z for you Canadians out there. What was I gonna say? What the hell I was talking about? I forgot. That's it. Okay. Yeah, there it is. See? You guys are. I told you I'm a dummy. Okay, because it said my threshold, my FTP was 233, I think. And then on Saturday, I did 2 hours, like 2:15, and I averaged like 2:03 for the entire time. So I'm like, all right, if I do that for 2 hours, I definitely know 2:33 is not right. But I'll have to do like an FTP test on here or something. I haven't done one of those in a while. There's so much to learn and take in. That's what I love about this. And you meet cool people. You get to hang out. I mean, talking to people makes this guy go by so much quicker. Because usually, and especially on a day like today, I forgot to open the blinds. So that's why it's a little bit darker today. But usually I'm just staring at the dog park and looking at the different dogs that come in. Don't get me wrong. I could look at dogs all day. But, you know, it's nice to actually interact with other human beings and not stare at strangers and their dogs. 24-hour long bike rides. Is that you? Excuse me? That is utter insanity. Oh, there we go. We did something. The Fugizoto. What's this called? Tempe Fugi? Tempe Fungus? Me and a bunch of right now. Yo, that's sick. See, that's Doom. I'm gonna call you Doom. That's the kind of stuff I want to get into. You know, especially with races being canceled now. It sucks. I mean, I was supposed to be going to the ITU World Championships in August. It was in Edmonton. My hand's going on. But obviously that got canceled. I don't think they're out of your league. And also, there's different distances too. So, you know, I'm a sprinter primarily. That's what I go to the World Championships for. So, you could definitely do that. That's for sure. Anyone can do that. It takes me about an hour to do them. If you're riding your bike for, you know, hours and hours on end, you could figure out how to make your body move forward in a lake for a half mile and run a 5K. It's easy. You could definitely do it. Whoa, what was that? So I thought Ironmans, when I first started, disclaimer, I've never done an Ironman. But when I first started getting into this world, if you're new, I played football my whole 20s. So I played professional indoor football for a couple years. And so I've always been a sprinter. You know, I'm short. And I've always been big boy. Yeah, quit rubbing it in. I'm a little guy. But I always was like, my fiance would even tell you. We'd be driving somewhere, you know, and I'd see someone running. And I'm like, I'd be like, look at this friggin' clown. Look at all these people. They're just running around. They don't look happy. They're not smiling. What is this? But as I started to dive into the world, I was like, oh, hell yeah. I could definitely, I like competing. So you love big climbs. So you want to laugh, when I was picking the course today, like I told you, um, I just kind of pick a random course. So I saw a course that was like 10 miles. And I'm like, okay, I'll do that one. And then I saw it was like, it's like 3,000 or 5,000 feet up. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not going to do that one. To ride outside in Buffalo is very hard because obviously it's cold a lot. And the other part of it too is it's all along the lake. So it's pretty windy a lot as well. So even when the weather's nice, it's still pretty windy. Now, disclaimer, I don't live in Buffalo anymore. I live in Frisco, Texas. Dallas, baby. Basically, baby. Dallas, baby! No, I live in Dallas. So it's a lot different cycling down here, for sure. The heat is insane. Something I'm not used to. It's in Buffalo, it's never been 100 degrees, ever, in the history of recorded weather. So my first day here was 112. So I'm like, oh, so this is upsettingly hot. Okay, got it. Yeah, so doing the crit races, my buddy, one of my close friends that I met through triathlon, he lives in Memphis, and he was always talking about that crit racing. And I had no idea what the hell that was. And this dude, you can look him up, his name's Philip Young. He's the national champion in duathlon for the amateur, the age group stuff. He's a beast. And he is real big into the crit racing. And I guess the scene up in Memphis is huge. And then I met another guy who is from Austin. And I guess the crit racing is huge down there as well. And it's just like, especially with triathlon, when you're doing 3 different sports, there's so many different freaking things you can get involved in or dive deep into. So it's one of those things that I love to do. Just haven't really, you only have so much time or attention in a day, Music and bikes, yeah, that's it, man. And the Grizzlies. Yeah, it's pretty wild how big. It's interesting when you're at the World Championships or at the National Championships and you get to meet people and talk to people from around the country. It's interesting to hear about, how different parts of the country are into it and stuff. Wait, what? Okay, hold on. So you rode. I can't. You just saw my brain just break, right? You went Seattle to San Diego by yourself. What? That's incredible. All right. So, here we go. All right. So, Doom. I don't think you were here when I was talking about it earlier, but I literally started a podcast yesterday. And what it is I'm interviewing amateur athletes who do cool stuff. And the idea is to expose. Awesome. Okay, well, what I'm getting at, Doom, is my idea is to expose athletes to sports that they've never done or heard of before, but they're competitive and may be interested in getting into. Would you want to be a guest on my podcast? I would love to. And yeah, definitely shoot me a whisper with I'm obsessed with podcasts too. But if you were interested, I'd love to have you on to talk about your experiences with cycling. Because, you know, people that have done it middle school, high school. So if you go, mine's on Anchor. There's nothing on it yet. I literally just made it yesterday, and we got to finish it up today. And then I already have some guests lined up. Dude, that's perfect. That's perfect, dude. All right. So, Doom, I'd love to have you on, and we'll talk about your experiences doing ultra cycling. And honestly, I want to know as little as I can about you, because I want it to be an organic discussion. You know what I mean? So, shoot me your info. DM me your info, and let me know a day and a time when you'd want to, set something up, and then we'll do it, man. Because you're the perfect candidate. And that's what I'm loving about this is, I met a guy yesterday on here that got into inline speed skating at the age of 40. Wild stuff. So, there's so many different... All right, cool. All right, once I'm off of here, I'll shoot you an email, and then we'll go from there. That's really cool. And see, Doom, I didn't even know that was a thing. I had no idea that was a thing. So he's going to be on it too. And that's where this podcast is gaining speed, because there's so many athletes who do cool stuff at the amateur levels that I did not know existed. So, yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Down under. Inline speed skating. See, who'd have thunk it, right? Wild. I already, me and my fiance sat at the pool on Sunday night, and we just ran through a list of people that I know. Not even, strangers that I did research on. I came up with 20, 25 of them. And each one of them has their own kind of cool, unique story. If you were here earlier, sorry. But Doom, I have a guy he was actually in the Olympics as a swimmer, but now he's doing a lot of the masters swim competitions and swim meets and stuff. I have another guy who's an elite stair runner. Didn't know that was a thing. But he goes around the country, and it's basically they just race to the top of tall buildings, which is pretty crazy. 400? Yeah. Just what? That is what? Yeah, I did 2 hours the other day. I almost vomited. That's incredible. Yeah, you're definitely someone that I want to talk to, for sure. Oh, wow. If you only did 375 kilometers, then why the hell did you even get on the bike in the first place, you loser? Oh, 377, my bad. That is insane. How long does something like that take you? That's unbelievable. Waste of time. I don't even know why I got on. What a waste. 15 hours? What? Oh. Yeah, that math doesn't make sense. Well, it's in kilometers. So, give or take a couple, right? Oh, something like that. See, I have no idea how many miles 400 kilometers is, but I know it's a lot. Wait, hold on. I'm going to do the math out loud. So a 5K is 3 miles. So times 8 is 40, so that's 24. 240 miles? No way. Did I do that math right? That's ridiculous, dude. What? So, okay. Also want to get this straight. Doom, never again can you say that you don't think you can do an Ironman. Okay? Shut it. What's Everesting and is that another course? Why don't they name these courses normal names? So, have you guys seen the Iron Cowboy documentary on Netflix? I am ready to know. My bike's not going anywhere. Unless you tell me something crazy and that'll fall off. No, let's stick on the Everesting. Let's hear about this Everesting or Everett, what the hell you call it. Because I know it's about to be something crazy. If you're telling me to hold on to my bike, it's going to be good, baby. Hold on to your butts. What? That is what? I'd say you broke my brain, but you already did earlier, so I just excuse me? That is unbelievable. How the hell don't you think you can do an Ironman? Something doesn't add up here. Either you have very, very low self-esteem, yo, your legs must be tree trunks. Ah, so that's what okay. That makes sense. See, this is, every time I'm on here, I'm getting hit with knowledge, and I love it. That is ridiculous. How do you do that for fun? That's so crazy. Holy cow. What? Some people do double and triple. What, aliens? Do aliens do it triple? Shoot me some of these people's names so I can follow them. Because I want to watch that. Shit like that gets me so inspired to grind, you know? I was watching the Jordan document, The Last Dance last night, and watching motivated people do crazy stuff, like just lights a fire in me, you know? That's crazy. I love that kind of stuff. I'm totally into watch. Not do it. Don't misunderstand me. I'm not gonna do that. No, definitely watch it. Yeah. So, in 50 days. Yep. 50 Ironmans, 50 states, 50 days. And he was actually getting stronger on the bike as the days went on. The people who were watching him were like, this doesn't seem right, but you're getting stronger. It's insane. And he was like, because I know the hardest part, I think, I watched it a while ago. I think the hardest part for him was in the beginning, because he did Hawaii, Alaska, and then I think Washington. Yeah, that's what, and I remember the part of the documentary that pissed me off the most was when people were bitching that he did the marathon on the elliptical. I'm like, okay. Do a marathon on an elliptical and tell me it's easy. That's a great challenge. I think you should do a case a day. Now that's something. That's the equivalent of an Ironman. A case of beer a day for 50 days. But you gotta do it in 50 states. Yeah, I agree with you, Doom. That when people who are bitching about that are people who've never done that. have never tried to accomplish something like that. The prize would be a keg. Just more beer. See, that's another reason why it's exactly the watch reverse. I think there's too many people, especially nowadays, that don't push themselves physically ever because there's such an inherent value to that. That might be a prize too, for sure. That's the thing, is people never, I think a lot of people never push themselves to any kind of limits. And there's such an inherent value to that. I really believe that. You get aggression. I think there's definitely I think it's innate in us. We're required some kind of physical activity on a daily basis. And as technology increases, we get away from that. I think that's why you see so many people just, jacked up and angry because people don't have a release valve for it. It's like a pressure cooker. Just my opinion. And that's not based on any science whatsoever, but, that's what I think. And I'm sticking to it. A beer a day is actually healthy for you, isn't it? So, Doom, what part of the country do you live in? I know you said you rode your bike from Seattle to San Diego, but I don't know if that's where you live. A case? Okay. I think, go ahead. Document it. I'm in. I'll watch the document. Just hire a film crew. Oh, you live in Portugal. Nice. Well, so what time is it in Portugal? A case a day keeps the doctor away, or get the doctor screaming at your house. 3:41 p.m. Okay, it's 9:40 in the morning here in Texas. Away from your house, yeah. My bad. Whew. So, in Portugal, is cycling big? Or are you just a nut job that likes to travel the world and ride an extremely giant amount of miles? Or kilometers? I think it's so funny, too, how I know this discussion's been beaten to the ground, but kilometers is so much easier, and the metric system is so much easier. But in the U.S., we just refuse. We're going by feet and miles, damn it. Socialist unit measures. Oh, that's cool. Okay, fast cycle. So cycling's pretty big there. Yeah, they do. But honestly, for personal reasons, I use miles because I know how long I'm going. Freedom units, baby. Metric superior, my ass. He almost ran over your president on a bike? That's hilarious. Not really. I hope he's okay. But you know what I mean. Almost. That's what makes it funny. So this dude was just cranking out lots and almost just tore down the president? That's ridiculous. That's good. What else is big in Portugal? Soccer? Is soccer big? Gotta be, right? We just got 6 minutes left. Nice. Nice show ride today. Cheap wine and climb. Yeah. As I said that, I'm like, yeah, that's right. I completely forgot heard all those from there. Hey, Pulusic's from the United States, and soccer's not huge here. So you never know. You never know. So, Doom, #1 producer of cork. It's an interesting fact. See, I told you learn something new every day. Not only about cycling and sports, but just random stuff. I'm going to tell people that I have this dinner with friends tonight, and be like, you know what I learned today? Portugal is the #1 producer of cork. So stuck on that. And then they're going to look at me and say, are you drunk? Hey, listen. I trust all random strangers on the internet. It's got me in a lot of trouble. But I've also learned a lot of fun facts. So I'm going to stick with it. I'm just teasing. What was I going to say? You mean Wi-Fi, right? Doom, tell me you just popped that off the top of your head. Can you imagine walking around with that knowledge in your head every day? I barely know my fiance's phone number. Copy pasta. Yeah, Wi-Fi, yeah. See, I got you. Yes, I use Streamlabs OBS, and then there's just a chat plugin extension you can use when you're building the stream. And you can, kind of mess around. I use the same font for everything. So, Cork Talk, baby. You never know where these discussions take you. You think Italy, for sure. Oh, yeah, and France, yeah. But Portugal, see? You Portuguese. Full of surprises, man. More like Portuguese. Not all home runs, folks. Not all home runs. So yeah, I use the chat extension. It's in Streamlabs OBS. And you can change the font. So I use the same font for everything. And you can make it opaque, whatever that word is. You know what I mean? I was using it for, because I use Restream.io, but as an affiliate, Twitch owns the rights to videos for 24 hours. So you can't stream to multiple platforms. So one of the main reasons I was using this chat on the stream was because it linked to YouTube and Periscope and Facebook Live and all that. But, once I realized you're not allowed to do that, you can only stream to Twitch when you're streaming. It's exclusive to Twitch. Wait a minute, what? Population of Denmark, 6 million. Number of pigs. So there's 2 pigs for 1 person in Denmark. Wow. Where the hell did you hear that one from? Man, you guys know some wacky stuff about your countries. What do I know about the crazy stat about the U.S.? It's on fire right now. There's a stat for you. Two animals to every pig in Denmark. Yeah, I bet there's more pigs, or there's more guns than pigs per person in here. I actually heard the other day about a gun statistic, and it's actually, with all the craziness that's going on here right now, I heard that it's the highest rise in gun ownership in our country's history. It's pretty wild. Hopefully everyone learns how to use them the right way. Oh, Portland is insane. Have you seen what's going on in Portland? My God. It is chaos up there. Yeah, it's pretty wild, man. That's the thing in Texas. Everyone's got guns. So there's not a lot of craziness that goes on here. Which is nice. People are nuts. But that's everywhere. We're Americans, baby. So yeah, it's a lot of that going on, Jason. A lot of that. A lot of people were like, I'll never own a gun. When stuff started to go down here, how do I get a gun? I think that's it. Oh yeah, baby, we're done. All right. So I'm gonna call it a day there. Let's go. How do I end this here? Oh, menu. There we go. There we go. End right. Perfect. All right. Well, guys, thanks again. How do you do it? Thailand is way less guns because they are tiny. They can kick your ass with a couple. Oh yeah, those the Muay Thai and all that stuff. That's amazing. Hey Jason, thanks again. SFA, hey, it's better late than never. It's good to see you again, man. Doom, send me your information and we'll get you set up on that interview, all right? Please. And I think that's about it. I'm looking forward to your crazy rides, Doom, and everyone. Have an awesome, fun day. I appreciate you always coming by, and today was fun. Can't believe that was over an hour. I left you a whisper. Thank you. That's all right, Pim. Hey, we're moving on that podcast, so we're going to interview you too. So, have a good day, damn it. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon. See you soon. How do we get out of here? That's not it. There we go.